Hey guys, I hope you're having a really great home day. If you are watching this video, it means two things. First, that you have completed your graphic organizer for your biographic sketch, and second, that you have completed your introductory paragraph and you're ready to move on and write the rest of your biographic sketch. So, the way that we are going to write this essay is going to be structured a lot differently than you did for your personal narrative. So you are going to have an exact formula that you are going to follow. So that exact formula is going to be in the slideshow. I attached it also to this material on Google Classroom. So make sure that you are following it and meeting all of its criteria as you go from paragraph to paragraph. I know you guys are going to do great. Just make sure that you don't stray too far from the guidelines given for you there. So the first paragraph is going to be your introductory paragraph. It gives you lots of hints about, what is your lead? Does it catch your reader's attention? Does it introduce your topic? Or does it go into too much detail? In this case, we do not want a lot of detail in your introductory paragraph. We want it to grab the reader's attention, but you don't want to give too much away in the beginning. The second paragraph, you're going to talk about David Livingstone's early life. So what are some of those things that caused him to want to be a missionary? What are some of those steps that he took to trying to become a missionary? The third paragraph, you're going to talk about once he started applying to become a missionary. What did he decide to do? What route did he take to get there? What sort of obstacles did he face on that end of it? How did he end up in Africa, for example? And then in the fourth paragraph, you're going to talk about his later career and his life after children, and what are some of the big things that he really did that left an impression. The final paragraph, which is going to be your fifth paragraph, is the conclusion paragraph. In this paragraph, you're not going to give any more information than you already did, but what you are going to do is talk about what kind of legacy did he leave behind. So what are people still talking about after he died? What's the important contribution that he made to society? Okay, so the conclusion, I want you guys to polish your conclusion. That's going to be the big thing that we work on for this essay, okay? So I gave you kind of the metaphor of a cheesecake, if you will. So you're going to make sure that you don't give the reader too much information because you already gave them 3 content paragraphs and an introduction. So you don't want to introduce new information, but you also want to give them enough that it leaves them feeling satisfied and feeling really good about the paper that you wrote. So make sure that you're restating what you already said. So again, no new information, but you don't want to repeat it exactly. You want to take what you said and put it in new words so it gives the reader a really fresh perspective on what you want them to know about David Livingstone. You're going to stay consistent. So don't just turn into a robot. I want to hear your voice. One student's paper should not sound like another one, even though it's written on the same topic, because you guys are each an individual, and I want to hear every single thing that you have to say, and I don't want it to sound like your neighbors. So make sure that you don't get too rigid and formulaic there. And then don't add anything new. Just really stick to what you have already talked about, and you will be totally fine. So if you have any questions after you review the PowerPoint, make sure you write them down, and please, please, please bring them to class tomorrow. If you have a question about something, your classmate will certainly have a question about it as well, and I don't want to have that lingering. So remember, you're still not typing these. You are handwriting them on notebook paper, skipping lines, and using pen. You'll start typing in another few days here, but don't get started with that yet. If you have any questions, I will definitely take all of those. You can email me as always, but I think it'd be really beneficial to wait until class because, again, if you have a question, somebody else probably will. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.